Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Idea Studio live from Bangkok. We're here in the studio. I'm Dana.
I'm Jip.
As always, right? As always. Or am I Jib? Am I Jib and you're Dana?
No.
No? Okay. Just checking. Otherwise, I have to go to bed soon because we have class in the morning. And we'll get to all that, guys. But yeah, it's been a few weeks since we've been back. I was on the road last weekend out in Khao Yai, and we'll talk about that and that trip and when that video will be coming. But real quick, before we get all into it, let's jump on to the chat and just see who's popped in. We got Chris, Nomad Global Productions, new name. What's going on, Chris? How's things in Oz? Oz, mate, down under, shrimp on the bobbies, all stuff you don't say. All right, Cobus Rios just dropping by to say hi. Not sure I can stay. Oh, okay. I hope you have a good time out. Yeah, we're well. Just still dry, so that's good, right? No serious flooding here. We'll talk about the recent Bangkok floods. Joe, what's up, Joe? Amazakian. Please send some stuff. Mustard sauce for hot dogs. Oh, mustard would be nice. Don't forget the fries. Absolutely. Oh, Joe, you got an emergency. All right, brother. No problem. I got hairs all over my... long hair all over my microphone.
What
Who do we
type
got?
of hair?
I don't know. It must be yours. Or Jam's.
Is it long?
Yeah. It may be too thin to be Jam's. Must be yours. All right. Hey, Dave, what's up, man? Well, I just got notified this very second. How are you guys? Hey, Dave, what's up, man? We're good. How are you? PM live stream genius. Hey, how's things in Massachusetts? They wicked pissa? Wicked pissa over there in Massachusetts, eh? You out dunking? He's in the Bronx hoodie. Oh, this is my, this is the Dang Pet Prick hoodie. I didn't want to change my shirt. Smoke Def, hey guys. Suddenly my browser started talking. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Smoke Def, what's up, man? How's things where you are? Andy, what's going on? Let's see what else we got here. Andreas, hey from Germany. How's things in Germany? Nice summertime there? Nice, Dave. All right. Cool, I think I got everyone in the chat. We'll come back to the chat, of course. We love interacting with you guys. So let's talk real quick about the... Do you figure out, was that your hair, by the way?
I think it's my hair.
Yeah. I think it's a little too thin to be Jam's. Hers are thick.
And it's not your beard.
It's definitely not my beard hair.
So it has to be my hair.
So the flooding that we had in Bangkok over the week, you guys might have saw I posted on Instagram. A lot of people posted. It was posted up on Twitter. There was definitely a lot of flooding. It's probably the heaviest rain we've had in a few years, I would say.
I'm not sure about last year. Last year was heavy too.
Yeah, but okay, so I won't say it's the heaviest rain, but it's definitely the biggest flooding we've had in a few years,
Yeah,
at least 5.
I think rain is about the same because last year is flood our second floor, the back patio, right?
Yeah.
And it's crossed the
Well, we had a problem with
the
the
door.
yeah.
Even nothing blocked, remember? Mm-hmm. And we tried what to do.
Yeah.
We put water into the bucket and pour it to the toilet.
Tony was here, right, when that happened?
That one is when the rug
Oh yeah,
got
the rug,
into.
yeah.
But after that, even nothing blocked.
Yeah.
It's not drain that quick enough, so it's crossed the door again. Then we asked Uncle to fix it. So that must be worse than this week.
Well, but our soy didn't flood that time.
It must be something about the city drainage.
So we'll talk about how the drainage system works here because it is interesting, but it's interesting in a kind of crazy way, but sort of a necessary crazy. I see real quick. I saw ET Travel Freely here. What's going on? And Roger Walker from Alabama. Hey Roger, how's things in Alabama? Bama. I've been to Alabama a few times. And Mizaki and Mizaki have a nice gumbos. No, gumbos is Louisiana, not Alabama. And Mizakian. But gumbo is good though. So let's talk about. I think I'm clipping a little. Well, turn me down. Okay. So yes, the water. So we had about a meter of water at the peak on our soy, and it didn't come into the studio. It didn't come into the house. Luckily, it would have needed to go up about 50 more centimeters, but it's about 50 to get from the bottom stair to the top stair.
30?
It's more than 30. Let's say 40. We'll call it 40. So it would have had to come about 40 more centimeters to get into the house, into the first floor where our studio is. So not so much, but a lot considering it had already crested a meter up. Now, so it was definitely scary. I ended up staying up until about 4 in the morning just keeping an eye on it because if something went down, I was going to have to be the one, like, either wake Jib up or start moving stuff myself. So there's definitely challenges with that.
This remind me why I would like to stay in condo.
Here we go. So Toby, actually, so this is Toby's question is good. We'll address this. So yeah, so we ended up with quite a bit, and I posted a photo that one of my team sent me from Soy 71, which was just completely flooded. About way up over the sidewalk, and a lot of areas were flooded. Even the next morning when Jib left for school, there was 40 centimeters plus on the soy. So, on our yak, which is slightly lower than our soy. So to Toby's question, is Bangkok not sinking causing all the problems? So it is part of the issue. Bangkok is sinking, and we are combating sea level rise. So that is part of it, but really in the city itself, the way water is managed is quite complicated, where we have a series of little clongs or canals and pumps that feed into larger moving bodies of water. And so most of our drainage for rain leads to those. And then depending on how they're configured at the time and if they're pumping, it will move the water to different areas either for holding or to move it out of the city. And that system actually requires quite a bit of manual intervention. If you're ever on the Sukhumvit Soy 77, about halfway down, you'll actually see a station where people work. And it's a pump station to move water from one side of the klong to the other. And that's one of the klongs that comes from Bangkok into Anna and then runs out to the bigger klong there that's actually moving water in Anna. I guess is there a river, or it's an inlet, I guess, for the Chao Phraya Bay.
It's like small canal.
But if the big one that you cross on the bridge, and then because that one leads out to the Chao Phraya, or leads out to the shipping area at least.
Is it?
Yeah.
The Arnold one.
Chai.
Okay.
So they're pumping water into that, and so depending on that manual configuration, it changes how the water is stored or moved. And I think when we got hit with that big rain, it was at night. Maybe not everyone's working. They have to call them in to flick on the pumps and change some of the gates.
So, after that night, everyone complained, not everyone, like most of the people complain about like how it flood in their house.
Yeah.
Some news said they didn't prepare to take the hit from the storm. Even like weather forecast said, it's gonna be the big one coming to the city. So like let's say central of Thailand, and Bangkok is one of those provinces.
Yeah.
I think no one ordered to like pump the water out from like all the small canal around every neighborhood to make it like almost empty, waiting for
our
rain.
canal was full. Our little klong was full the day of the storm.
The day, yes, but actually it should dry before the storm comes. That should
No, it was full before the storm.
Yeah, then that's
Poor management. For sure, and I think that might be part of it.
And just so you know, last year, some part of Bangkok get hit harder than that night, and it's not flood that bad. and not that long.
So there's quite a bit of manual process that goes into it. There could be reasons that they were retaining water that we don't know because we don't have optics on everything. But knowing that the storm is coming, they should have taken measures. So there are different parts to this.
Oh, so there's a record of the what do you call like raining like level, like how many millimeter of the rain
Precipitation.
at that time.
Yeah.
So last year, much more, like double, and that day just half of last year and make the Bangkok flood. It's like not good.
Well, let's talk about volume of rain for a minute, because this is another thing that's interesting about, for people who've never been to Asia and experienced rain here, is that the volume of rain that we experience in a single evening is probably more than some places in Western countries get all year.
Really?
Yeah, we get so much more rainfall here at a single time. It's pretty wild.
How do you
by
get
comparison.
water, like fresh water, to make it like water that you?
They get rain over like a little bit at a time over the whole year, whereas we get massive amounts in a single day.
Well,
and we have a whole season
have
of
like
it.
a season to like collect water, let's say.
Oh, global travel mate with the hey, thank you, Chris, for the $5 for Auntie Jib's hair or new camera gear.
Oh. Yeah, maybe I need hair transplant.
Thank you, brother. So the amount of rain we get here is problematic for that type of system. Yeah. One of the things to consider as we deal with that. So, maybe someday they'll get it figured out or they'll automate it. Who knows? But yeah, it was definitely one of the more challenging things. Oh, guys, also, if you haven't already, be sure to check out the Tasha Loam video that we launched. It's clearly getting some YouTube algorithm punishment because our previous two videos both did over 5,000 views with really good watch time. And we've been taking time off between videos to just spend more time to make videos that we want, as opposed to try to keep a crazy pace of 2 a week or something. And YouTube is clearly punishing us for that. So if you haven't checked it out, I think it's only got like 200 something videos, views. So please check it out, share it, like it if you can. Get it out there, maybe get some more eyes to it. So far, it's got really good watch time retention, but YouTube's not pushing it for us.
Sad, nice video.
It's a great video. And Tasha Loam's a great place. I really
Loam.
enjoyed it. Tasha Loam. And you can see Jib correcting me several times in the video. But we're going to go back. We plan to go for the J Festival as well as potentially one other video that we're thinking about. So it should be, there'll be more Tasha Loam content, but this one with the street art I think is fantastic. Oh, Frank lost his greenhouse. Yeah, I showed you the photo, yeah.
No.
I didn't show you. His greenhouse collapsed. Yeah, the storm, it was a casualty.
Oh.
Filled with suspicious plants. No, you don't need to put those in a green. They're not suspicious. They're legal now.
Yes, you can grow it. Just have
Hey,
to
Poe on the go. Back in America. Poe was here. So Poe was here, and I'll talk about my trip. Oh, I see Garrett here. What's up, Garrett? Garrett Vork.
Oh.
Bangkokian from Michigan. So, yeah, he did survive the rains. Smoke Dev says, all good on permanent payroll for the 3-star restaurant. Now, nice. Working on a design and initiation for the press upcoming operation. Nice. Opening with the governor. Awesome. So, yeah, where we're at with... So, I was out on the trip. Poe was here. We caught up on his last day. He had some stomach ills as well. And then... I was just back from Khao Yai. So I took a motorbike trip with 2 people. Most of the subscribers, most of the people on the channel will know, Chris and Adam from Retired Working For You. We took off on a motorbike trip up to Khao Yai for 4 days. And Chris made his type of video, which will be awesome, like his vlog style. And I shot something more in the Tasha Loam type of stylistic choices for the video. So it is a great trip, amazing. I had a great time. It was very relaxing being out on the road riding. We had very short days of riding, just like 4 hours, 5 hours.
I think that's better.
Yeah, like when we did Sukhumvit, we were riding for like 12 hours. Like we're on the road from sunrise to sundown. And it was awesome. The Sukhumvit video and the Sukhumvit trip was amazing just to do that. It was like a mission, right? And we accomplished it, and it was epic, and I love that. If you guys haven't seen the Life of Sukhumvit video, really check it out. It was a fun time, and it's a beautiful video with like regards to like what is on Sukhumvit outside of Bangkok. But this Khao Yai trip was great, and we went up all around the park, through the park. The foreigner price, only 200 baht plus I think it was 20 for the bikes. So like 200 baht for foreigner to go in, fantastic price. You know, not offensive at all, despite what some people say. You know, that goes to support this amazing park that you can visit, and it's breathtakingly beautiful. There's all these different types of forests and parts of the park. One of them looks like there's one place where we saw elephants. They were gone before we could get the cameras out, but you know, to see wild elephants, first of all, I was like, wow. Even just for a glimpse for a second, pretty far.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, no, not close. To see them up close is a different wow, right? Like at a distance, it's like wow. Up close, it's like whoa.
Is there any ranger control the traffic?
We didn't. No, because they were so far out. They were like, so it looked like a nature video from Africa, like on the savannah. Like rolling hills, grass, and off in the distance are just these elephants walking along the tree line. And you know where to look because you see the guys who are like the nature photographers with their 600 mil lenses getting up on the hills, shooting photos. And like, okay, where they're shooting is where I need to look. And by the time we got up to the top of the hill to be able to even try to get, like Chris shoots on his phone, you guys might know. So like he's only got 3x is his maximum zoom with the phone, and I had the ZV-1 with me, which I think is like a 10x. It's like a 130 mil max, and these guys are shooting with 600 primes. So I'm not getting much, if anything, right? But obviously you can't fly a drone.
You can walk closer.
You can. I would not. I could. I would choose not to. But yeah, it was pretty amazing. We saw monkeys, some deer type animal. I have to look up what they were. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of wildlife just to experience, and the little temples that are tucked in. And we rode up to one of the viewpoints, and I thought this was one of the more epic things that happened on the trip. Well, epic from like a human perspective. There's a couple riding bicycles, road bikes, up to this viewpoint. It's like the highest elevation viewpoint in Khao Yai. And we got up to the top on the motorcycles. It was a challenge. Like, and they're going up on like road bikes, like no issue. And then we saw them on their way back down. I was like,
I guess they're smaller than you.
Of course, very, very thin individuals. But just like even that, the amount of energy and power and work effort it takes to get
They
up.
must be professional.
Their kit was enough that they could be very enthusiastic riders.
Oh.
Yeah, they're very serious enthusiasts. But yeah, it was such a wild trip. And then we rode the entire northern border and then came down on the eastern side. Explored some of the stuff on the south of the park as well. So all that will be in the video. I think it was a blast. It was a great trip and just a ton of fun. But yeah, a lot of wildlife, a lot of beautiful like greenery and forest.
Of course.
Yeah.
Khao Yai always green.
Yeah, the camping was closed while we were there. They closed it for the rainy season.
We don't have like fall season, so it's always green.
Yeah. Very true, and it's beautiful. It's just like, but all different types of. There's evergreen, like pines. There's oaks. There's all different types of wild tropical trees. I'm sure there's big weed farms out there somewhere. There's actually in the video, you guys will see a tree farm with these massive trees. It's amazing. One of the craziest things I've ever seen out in the Kondayok. and just on the western border of Khao Yai.
So like they make a farm of like a tea.
No, tree farm. The tree, they grow trees to sell,
Yeah.
and they're
And
outside. The root systems are outside.
they some they grow teak wood.
Oh, teak. I thought you said tea.
No, teak.
Oh yeah, some of them were teak trees.
Yeah, so some like I don't know what's the name
A
in
lot of
English.
bodai trees too.
And like something like look like has like give a red wood something.
a lot of the bodai trees too, like the big Buddha trees,
What's that?
with like all the trees that they say Buddha sat under.
Oh, and that one cannot cut and sell.
No, they grow it outside, and then they bring the trees to sell them to parks and stuff.
Huh?
Yeah.
Normally that type was just like it just grow by itself.
Yeah, they're grown by themselves, but they'll sell it somewhere to put in, I think. Yeah. You'll see the video. You haven't seen the videos yet. I shot over, I think I shot total like 800 clips of video on this trip. So there's a ton of editing to do. Plus, Chris is going to send me some of his drone footage to edit in.
Oh.
And we rode
So you're gonna take like a year to edit that?
two more weeks, I think. We spent like the great thing about the trip is once you get out of the city, you ride on. There's a lot of like local roads and really open, not quite highway, but busier roads. Then you're on the roads in the park. At some points, we were riding on clay path, like clay roads. And then one little section, we're on this like crazy like mountain highway section of road that was just like scary and wild and amazing all at once. It's pretty fun. Let's jump back into the comments real quick. Oh, Hail Nomad, what's up, man? How you doing? You back in Bangkok? Or I think you were, last time I saw your IG, I think you were down on the islands, man. Spent 28 days poking the YouTube algorithm and found some fun stuff. Oh, we'll need to chat. Got stuck in the storm on Wednesday, so a car flipped on the highway. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Car flipped. There are a few cities that are sinking with ocean level rising. Places flood, especially on a King's Tide when the full moon and high tide at the same time. New Orleans is below sea level already, so it's crazy. The water gets in there, it's just trapped. I saw that today. The views on the Tashalon video are quite low for being out for. Yeah, it's definitely being punished for not keeping up a regular schedule, I think. There's Poe's on the. Yeah, that's right. You guys are both Michigan boys. I think Garrett's from like up. Garrett is from up north, if I'm not mistaken. Poe. Double ender bender. Double ender bender. You get that one? Double ender bender. He got stomach flu. So
Ew.
double ender. I've been there. That's when you're sitting on the porcelain throne and you're holding the bid in front of you, and you're just grateful there's a bum gun. But yeah, Poe, I think Garrett is from he's from the northwest Michigan, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. About your pronunciation, Tashalom, I think it might help if you pronounce the last part like lawn, but with M instead of N. Of course, the shalom.
Shalom.
Maybe. Yeah, it's a good, smoke that. That's a good trick. Shalom. Really got to get better at my Thai alphabet. More. Yeah, in my head, I think of like shalom when I see it, but I know it's not it, for sure. Is there a Thai temple filled with preserved bodies? Oh, it's a good. I think there is actually. Yeah.
Some like the body of the passed away monk.
No, this is
That,
tea,
like-
not whatever it looks like on the camera.
Like when their body turn like very dry, so they pass away when they're very old and like they didn't eat much, so they kind of very skinny before they pass away. And when they pass away, like people put them in like a kind of glass coffin,
Yeah, so you
and
can
then
see.
see like, oh, their body dry, so then they just keep them like that, never burn.
Yeah, I've seen a few. I've seen a few preserved bodies in the temples, but I don't know if there's one that's just full of them. But yeah, they do look very fragile. Like when you see them, the bodies look like they could turn to powder, to dust.
Maybe.
Let's see where we are. Go around. So let's count down till Mitch gets here. Is Mitch coming in? No, I think that's a location there, Pattaya, where you drive down from. Oh, you're talking about Hell, the Hell Temple. There is a Hell Temple with some dead bodies in it. Oh, in Chinatown, BK Market, right by there. Back in the big city. Oh, nice. All right, I'll hit you up, man. We'll get together. Grab some coffee. Oh, it's between Oslo and St. John's. Central Michigan. Okay, I was wrong. Kind of gold. Yeah, no, it's tea. It's tea. It's not. I'm not drinking my own tea. It's green tea. But not matcha. I hate matcha. I think it's... You love matcha, right?
If it's like ice cream, chocolate.
But not like matcha tea, right?
It's like sometimes. Not everyday tea.
Yeah, I think it has to be with milk, right, to be good. Yeah, I can't drink milk, so there's that. Let's see where we at. Okay, we're all caught up. Pee and jar, drug specimen, please. No. So yeah, the Khao Yai trip was amazing. I had a ton of fun. I think the videos will reflect that. And there's a lot of like just awesome things about Khao Yai as well. That one of the weird things, this won't be in the video. I didn't film anything from it. There's a part on the northeastern part of Ta Shalom where it looks like Europe. It looks like Tuscany. Like these clay buildings.
You mean Khao Yai, ใช่ไหม?
The Khao Yai, yeah. Northeastern part of Khao Yai. It looks like Tuscany. It's like this cut into a mountain type of village with like sandstone and like Adam, who was with us, he's been to Tuscany. He's like, dude, this looks like Tuscany when I was there.
So the thing is, Khao Yai, like people like to go there for vacation or long weekend, especially in the winter. So they try to build something different. So make a city look like, okay, Italy, somewhere else, like look like the city of that place. Not just like one hotel, but they build like look, the community look like that. To be like the place that people will stop there, eat and shop. So that's how you see like, oh, why it's a big place of like different architect or design that should not be here.
I think one of the things that...
Like in Hua Hin, Venetian look like Venice.
Yeah, true,
They
true.
make it look like Venice.
I think the food we had at like the little local places we stopped was absolutely amazing. Absolutely great with the food at like the little local, just pull off to the side of the road type places.
Did you say pet me?
Oh, you got Chris again with the pay off the fixer for edibles test.
Oh.
Oh man, Jib has to be careful. She has
Cannot.
random drug tests
Yeah.
for the rest of the year.
It's good. It's just like P-taste for the drug, which is teacher didn't say what type. So they just say, be clean, stay clean, students.
Joe, I see you in the chat. All right, Joe's listening while he's driving.
Oh, okay.
All right, brother, thanks.
Drive safe, Joe.
Yeah, so, yeah, there's definitely some cool spots in Ta Shalom, and not Ta Shalom, in Khao Yai. I thought it was a blast. There's cool spots in Ta Shalom too, but different. Less monkeys.
I don't think they have monkey there.
And not in Ta Shalom. I'm saying in Khao Yai, though, we definitely saw some monkeys.
Oh, yes, of course. That's of course. Why not?
Yeah, and apparently there's tigers in Ta Shalom. Not in Ta Shalom, in Khao Yai.
It's a national park. It's like connected to like at least 3 provinces
Yeah,
around.
I guess they hadn't seen tigers for years, and while we were there, they videoed some baby tigers.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
And where's the mother?
exactly, so definitely some sketchiness going on. But if sketchiness if you get caught. But it was beautiful, and I can't wait to get that video out, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. I've been writing the voiceover for the past couple days, so I think I've got like the first act fully kind of scripted out, and I'll start to record and drop in the edits for that over the next week. Now, one of the things is when I wore my overalls, my denim overalls I made for riding out on the trip. I only have the one pair though. And on the second day, we walked into this waterfall. It was like 2 kilometers. It was humid and hot. I sweat like crazy. And they reeked for the rest of the trip. And we're at dinner. The last night, we're out in this town, maybe like 2 hours outside of Bangkok, like right on the southeastern border of Khao Yai. And the only one place in town to go for dinner. And I'm like, I'm just going to go like this. I don't care. And like, I'll shower later so I feel fresh and like okay for the next day. And I'll tell you, those showers at the end of long riding days, they feel amazing. So we go out to this dinner place though, and the stinky overalls worked in my favor. So it was like a bar, restaurant, like live music venue. So their band's playing, like a really good band too. Like it was fun. Some guy got really drunk and he came up to our table and spent like 5 or 6 minutes talking to us about how Thailand loves cannabis and cannabis is legal now and do we want some cannabis? Like,
Oh no!
and like he could barely keep his eyes open. And so as we're finishing dinner, a bunch of waitresses come in for work, like girls who just work at the bar type of thing, and. They start to walk around and they see the 3 foreigners and they come by our table and I think they could smell me. And so they just left.
Oh, that's a good thing.
I smelled so bad. It was horrible. The overalls are still outside. I haven't even brought them in to wash them yet because they're still so funky. I'm letting them sort of defunk outside for a few days. But yeah, actually the overalls though, like the best thing for riding, like long rides, they're so comfortable. And the denim I use has a lot of airflow. But I think if I make another version in the future, I keep breaking one of the clips. So I'll go with like I'll go with a different type of clip. And then the other thing that I would most likely definitely change, is instead of denim, I would use a tech fabric. Something that I could get a little bit more airflow through.
Maybe
and it would,
you have to make another pair so you can change during the trip.
well, I think I'll make the next pair. I'll use like a tech fabric, like a synthetic blend with canvas. So lighter weight because that denim and also tech fabric won't absorb as much water.
Will
So
it tear if you crash?
no, that's why I'll use a synthetic fabric made for resistance. So I like the denim ones a lot. Oh, the other thing is when we did get stuck in the rain for a little bit, and I bled indigo all over the tank of my bike, which is white.
What?
Yeah. So I got indigo transfer all over the tank.
But your bike is like should have like something like coat on it, like
It'll wash off. But it's just kind of funny that it's like I had indigo coming out of my crotch onto the tank. That's all. But yeah, so the next one will definitely be tech fabric. I think it'll just be better, lighter. And so Chris and I think I told Jib, I'm not going to say what the idea is yet. I told you already the idea for the next trip with Chris.
I would send our live stream to my friend.
Okay. So Chris and I discussed our next big like trip idea. I think it's going to be epic if we can pull it off. Adam is already working on it, to the logistics behind making it happen because it's kind of involved. But I think it'll be absolutely epic, and I would definitely need to have like the lighter weight tech fabric overalls for then, because like I would be dying in the denim for like it'd be long days on
It's so cool.
Looks cool for sure, but it's definitely not as comfortable long term. But yeah, and I had indigo. So Chris has an indigo on the crotch. So I actually, when I took them off that night after I got rained on and like sweaty and everything, there was from like my mid belly to my knees was blue, was just indigo blue. Yeah, but dude, it was it was blue. I'm sure the back was too. It didn't wash off, so it takes a couple days to fade out of the skin. But yeah, the next bike trip is going to be absolutely epic. I think one of the things that's going to be it's an endurance feat. It's another mission like the Sukhumvit ride, where it's going to be a start point and an end point.
It's gonna be crazier.
It's definitely crazier than Sukhumvit, and it's like it's all about Thailand, and just like it's kind of like one part of it's a love letter to Thailand, part of it's just adventure. And I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic if we can pull it off. We're shooting for next year, a cool season.
So you guys should learn more vocab, like Thai vocab.
For sure, that would help.
Yes, because like on your way, it can be some point that you need.
You know the route, and there's definitely areas that will need
Thai.
it. Yeah. So it'll be absolutely phenomenal and epic. And as we get closer, I'll share some more details, especially if we're able to make it happen. Again, there's a lot of logistics that will go into making this a reality, but Adam is on it, so I think it's going to be interesting. Let's see. Keone says there was a monk in a glass coffin in a temple about 20 minutes from him. If you passed under 3 times, you would be blessed. He was just recently
What pass under?
cremated, like go under the temple, go under the coffin.
Huh?
Cremated 15 years
Really?
place in the new temple. Wow. Little Tuscany, love that place. Big old golf course wrapping around. Oh, you been up there,
golf
Garrett?
course.
All right.
Okay.
All right, Poe, have a good one, man. Sorry, Auntie. Is that like blue balls? Sorry, Auntie J.
I didn't check.
Yeah, I smelled too bad when I came home. She wasn't coming near me.
Yeah.
I bought a used French Army tank crew overalls years ago. It's quite wide or airy, Velcro straps on the waist, wrists, and ankles. And so I put on the one I made, because it's denim, it's like straight-legged. I put Velcro straps on the ankles so that they're not flapping around while I'm on the bike. But the next version will definitely have to be tech fabric, and I'll probably put vents in the thighs and in the chest for sure. And I think I'll change the pocket configuration because I want to be able to put my phone in it and then secure that in place, as opposed to keeping it in my side pocket.
Okay.
Yes, I think like that's one of the things
Write it
I'll
down. What you want,
Yeah.
you can draw.
I already started to sketch it out while I was on the trip. But yeah, I think I'll put vents like in the inner thighs so I can get airflow up and in, keep my balls cool. So let's talk about school, babe, because you've got how's school going? They haven't heard from you in a few weeks.
So school is like lately it made me feel like, oh, I'm better. Until this week, it's like, oh crap. Whatever I draw, teacher say,
You started your own designs this week.
Oh yeah, so it's almost the final piece for this chapter.
Yeah.
Just this chapter.
You're still in the
we
first
have
third?
4 chapters.
Oh, so this is the first chapter still.
Yes. And like this one is like we have to design. We like draw whatever like the style of Ayutthaya era in a triangle, which is big, bigger than I thought. And then like wow, there's some rules for this type of drawing. Like oh, you cannot leave like a big space like in the middle of it's somewhere in the picture. You cannot have to find something to cover it, and like all the gap must be even and every like part should be even, which is like you should coordinate or what is called
Geometry.
yeah. If he say that, I will like, okay, I understand. But he said it's art. It's like, what? And whatever I draw on the Thursday, Teacher said, "Ah, it's not nice," which is I understand, like because he has more experience, right? So when he said, "Okay, teacher, I'll fix it," and I keep fixing it all day, and it's still not good. It's like I go back to zero.
One of the things that I noticed about this school, so if you guys don't know, if you haven't been here for a while, Jib, 2 years ago, Jib did embroidery program at the Royal Academy as well, traditional Thai embroidery, and the embroidery was a lot of work, but seemed like the workload per day was less.
Yeah, we kind of like, kind of like a group of like ladies, like who's like live in the neighborhood, sit together, eat together, and like working on craft and chit chat all day. But this one, you can hear the breath in the class. If you drop the pen, you can hear it because everyone's so focused on drawing. Because if you miss 1 millimeter for the curve, teacher will fix you. And when he uses a rubber, it's always go bigger than the line that he would like to erase it, which is you have to fix it later. It's like pain.
So Uncle Craig in the chat, what's going on, Uncle Craig? Out there in Kempeng Pet, KPP. And only Vegemite, that's right. I'm a Vegemite guy. I like Marmite too, but Vegemite's superior to me.
Salty.
Yeah, I like it. So, and you want to do a second year of like deeper study on this
I
drawing,
don't know.
right?
After this piece, it's like, can I pass it?
You will. You will.
I don't know.
I'm glad that it's more challenging because you're really, I know like you're stressed and you're tired, but you really seem to be enjoying it.
Well, every pieces before this assignment is like teacher has like original. We look at it and we draw from it. Like I know the system, like where to start, how to like start the line, and how to like fill it all the line. But with this empty paper, it's just like white paper. You can draw anything, which is like, oh, it's not good. Then it's done. It's like, oh, this curve is not right. It's like, oh, I thought it's nice, but it's not. So that's why it's difficult, because what I think is right is not. That's it.
Interesting.
So I have to try harder, work harder, I guess.
You'll be fine. Still 9 months left.
I think I have more gray here.
That's distinguishing. Oh, so this is talk about hair. Talk about your classmate. She was joking with Jib about without the bangs, Jib looks like she has like high forehead when she pulls her hair back.
Because it is.
And they said, oh, when you have high forehead, it means you're very smart and kind.
No, high and wide.
High and wide. And so I said,
I have both.
I said, damn, that must make me the smartest, kindest mofo on the planet.
Yeah, right?
And I said that to Jib, and Jib immediately is like, oh, I made the same exact joke about you.
Yes.
Apparently, genetic balding doesn't count.
Him, it's like everyone laugh, like, oh, we're not gonna go that far.
So with my wide and high hairline, so smart, so kind.
Yes.
Absolutely. Oh, Uncle Craig says he can't handle the Marmite.
Why?
Oh, but what about the Vegemite? You like the Vegemite, Uncle Craig?
Is it the same thing, like same type of spread?
And it's just not up to the job. Yeah, Keone, I would absolutely say is definitely intense. More intense. So embroidery was intense in a different way because it was such a methodical craft. Like when you're actually doing the embroidery, like each stitch is like perfection, right? And like, but you also have to have nuance and difference to it. Whereas with the drawing, it sounds like to me, and correct me if I'm wrong, babe, but the rules of the traditional Thai drawing are very strict.
Correct.
On spacing in negative space as well as drawn space. So
What's that mean?
like the negative space, like the white space where nothing's drawn, the gaps. So when I look at your work, like the negative space is very balanced, almost 50-50 with
Yes, that's the difficult part. It's like my brain not work that well yet about like the butter spacing and like, you know. So teacher said, you will see it better when you put the ink on it, which means I cannot fix it anymore. If I put the ink on it.
one of the other things that I think is that I notice about your work is I start to pick up the patterns in.
You can pick out a pattern. I cannot draw it, nah.
No, but like I can see the patterns that you're putting in. Like especially like early on, like with the garuta and then splitting the lines and.
What Garuda?
With the bird, right? We put not the garuta, you put the line into the mouth and then it splits coming out.
It's the bird that like, well, the thing is we not supposed to have like just like a big piece for like in the drawing. We have to split it quite same size in every section. So the bird, sometimes it's lion, like will break it, make it look smaller. Oh my.
Very complex. Very complex.
I think I have this one.
Oh, Jim's going to get one. Smoke Dev says he's getting smarter and kinder every day. Me too. Me too. Here's one. So this is some of Jim's practice.
Yeah, practice.
So she drew it, and then she has to ink around it and ink the lines. So here's the bird. If you guys can see the bird's face, and then the line comes in, and then you can see it splitting as it comes out. Comes out and goes up. So it goes in with 2 and comes out with multiples.
Yeah, something like that.
So yeah, Jim's been working on this quite a bit. And every day, like if she's home before me or she comes home and it's like take a nap and then right into drawing practice. And I know Jib is tired if she takes a nap because she never naps until she started this program. See, where are we in the chat? So, but I'll go through the chat, but so far, though, you feel like you're learning the muscle memory of, like, your hand remembers, like,
I
the drawing?
thought I learned, but seems like it's not. As teacher keep fixing me.
So still have some challenges. Vegemites made from residual yeast used in brewing beer, right? It has to be, absolutely, by nature. It's ambrosia, food of the gods. So yeah, Keone, that's true. The negative space it has to be very balanced with the actual positive space in the drawing from what I've seen. And you can see those drawings like that Jib brought over with the ink, and it's just going to get more complex. So do you remember, Keone, when we were at the palace, like some of these designs are in the background of that Ramakian mural? That would be a killer video, Brock. Vegemite on toast. It needs a little bit of butter too, right? Yeah, Jim's she's doing really well. She's busting out the tube, so she's getting her work out of the tube. Hold on, guys. Here she comes. Hey, Marita. Thanks for coming by all the way from San Francisco. How's things there? You guys got some good weather right now? Nice summertime in San Fran? So here, this is the larger. I'll get the bottom. I don't know if... Let me... sorry, I'm going to take this comment off so we can see the whole piece. I don't know if this is going to show up super well because it's not inked. but this is one of Jib's larger pieces she's been working on.
And you see the space that I have to fill in it?
It's not even, it's like 20% done.
And teacher said Tuesday.
Tuesday, that's due. The Jib's been working on that one for a minute. So yeah, she's been cranking on that one for a little bit, and due Tuesday, and she's about 20% done. And then
have homework for Western
hey,
art
Thai Nomads,
assignment.
how's it going? Thanks for coming by, guys. Oh, so you still have the Western art assignment too?
Yeah.
So once a week, Jib has Western art class in the palace, and so once a week she'll have to go to that.
Show you what I have to draw.
I know why Dana avoids bringing Jib to Swarovski showcase.
Huh?
Oh, not nice weather in San Fran. No good.
This is what I have to draw for Western class, Western art.
Oh, so this is Jib's Western art drawing homework. Contouring in shadow. Dimension.
And teacher said there is an exam that have to finish in like 3 hours.
Oh.
Or maybe in a day, because he said that exam cannot take photo. Like this, like take photo and like, oh, you cannot finish in that day. Work for a week and then submit it next week, next class, right? But as an exam, he said no photo, have to finish it in that day. It's like, oh my.
This is complex already. Hey, Sucha from Ratchaburi, how's it going? Suchada.
Phone.
Oh, is that Fawn? Fawn, why don't you change your name so I know it's you?
No, that's her real name, the official name.
Na Samboon.
Na Somboon.
Is that like people who have Na Ayutthaya?
Ko John. So no, that's her husband last name. So
okay.
she kind of like combined two.
Because Thai names are so short, why not make it long, right?
She has short name and short first name.
Hey, Fawn, how's it going? Make sure they want to see the finished version next week.
Oh, you know one thing? Teacher keep asking like for everyone to take photo of every piece that we draw and make album into the line group. So and he keep track it like see progression, which is
Will you end up drawing pieces like the one I got from the Air Force General?
which one?
The one on the wall over here?
Oh, much bigger that I have to draw
Yeah.
and have to paint with color
Oy.
too.
Complex.
Yes, it might be the size of the window.
This is Go Auntie Jib. Always gloomy in San Fran during summer season. We got our Indian summer in September, October. It'll be one day hot and immediately Arctic. I used to live in Monterey, Marita, like 20 years ago. And I remember Monterey would be like hot and cold like day after day. But it was always nice, I thought. Like even if it's not super sunny, it was always like decent like weather. I have a house in Ratchaburi. Damon Saduka. Yeah, no, Brock.
No, you change
So do
every
I.
name.
Fawn lives like Fawn's got like 30 houses and she goes between them all.
At least like 3 that
Yeah.
hers.
Fawn is one of Jib's classmates from embroidery.
Yes.
Yeah. They went through that program together. Bleeding fingers every day.
Yes. So we can all again.
I remember at one point Jib would have like blood, like the needle would stick in her finger and no blood would come out.
Oh yes. What you call callus?
Callus, yeah.
It's like thick.
I'm gonna add this Vegemite video for later. All right. Oh no, it opened.
What did you do?
I messed it up. Sorry, guys. I think I'm gonna open a new tab. Oh, there we go. Oh, but it still doesn't open. That's strange.
Huh.
I'll find it later, Brock. It won't let me tag it for some reason. Fawn says, I'm in Potaram.
โพธาราม
Potaram. Is that close?
I don't know I didn't live there
Oh, Fawn, you came by. Fawn came by while I was at in Khao Yai, right?
yeah
With the doggy.
yes
So Fawn and her husband drive a monster truck.
no this time they drive Volvo
Oh, normally last time they came, they brought their monster truck.
No,
It's bigger than my
her,
soy.
her husband has a business meeting
Oh,
Cannot
no, I'm saying the
drive the
previous
truck.
time. The previous
yeah I
time
know
is bigger than my soy, and they.
I
like
think
they-
he can walk under it
And even to get into it, like, yeah, you have to step on the rim and then step on the tire and then jump in. Yeah.
but it's perfect for that day that rain
Yeah. For rainy days, it is
so
perfect.
actually that day if she still in Bangkok I would like phone go out and like be a service car get 20 baht from everyone like oh you want to go where like okay 20 baht
Can be
Step
Songtel.
in. Yeah step to the back
Dry-
20 baht 20 baht
Dry Songtel.
hey
Yeah, gas price wouldn't probably cover gas prices with gas right now.
maybe
Yeah,
but can you imagine how many people cannot get Grab
oh, for sure.
right
Grab
like
must have
like
been
the last mile from BTS to home cannot get Grab cannot take motorcycle for sure
For sure.
right and she's only her that type
Fawn, you're our only hope. Phony-Wan Kenobi, you're our only hope.
oh I'm sure she's like a
Star Wars
geek
fan.
or not.
So, one of the other things I'll talk about before, we're going to wrap it up early tonight, guys, too, because Jib has school early in the morning and has to wake up to go for her PCR test. And then you're meeting with one of the masters tomorrow,
Yes.
and you'll do Y Crew for the master.
It's not like a real white crew because like nothing set up, but like our teacher gonna bring us to see him in person.
Nice.
And like gonna give like the garland.
Mm.
And I believe he gonna say like nice word and like wish us to success for the drawing. It's like, oh, I need that to finish this piece.
And then I'm working, hopefully this week I'll get out and film another video I'm working on with, I don't know if you guys know the channel, a Bangkok YouTuber named Travels with Charlie Hub. Charlie Hubbard, I met through another YouTuber up in Chiang Mai called Unseen Thailand Chiang Mai, Bill. And cool guy, but we've been working on a video together that I think you guys will find interesting. He has a unique way of storytelling, and so it works really good for this one aspect of the video, and I reached out and I asked him to do it with me. And so hopefully we'll get to filming that pretty soon as well, and should be fun. Oh, hey, Misdemeanor, our newest channel member. How's it going?
30 minutes? I can.
Yeah, it could go a little bit more, like 20
Yeah.
more.
Because I already have dinner.
Okay. Misdemeanor, hey, how's it going? Our newest channel member. She got the empty light bulb. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
So, yeah, so Charlie and I will be working on that, and that should be a pretty straightforward edit. We've been actually doing pre-production on that video for months and months. So I've got the shot list all worked out. I've got the script almost completely written on my end, and then the part that he's going to talk about will be with your favorite investor, every Thai person's favorite investor. He's doing that part of the story.
Oh.
It should be fun. And then I'm sourcing some other footage and trying to get some other
Will you get
interviews.
killed because of that video?
Probably not.
Okay.
Probably not. The architect hasn't responded back to me yet, though. See. Hello, Loretta. Hope you're well. Brock's Travels. About 30 minutes from my foot around about 30 minutes from my place. Okay. What'd you have for dinner, Jim? Just leftovers, right?
No, canned fish.
Oh, canned fish with rice. Jim loves canned fish.
It's like with the ketchup?
Ketchup? Tomato sauce or ketchup?
Oh, tomato sauce.
Or chili sauce?
No, tomato sauce. So like I add like a little bit fish sauce and lime, Fon gave me like big bag of lime.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one clean for sure because she grew it at her house.
We can't grow anything. Fawn grows everything.
Yes.
We had a lime. Well, I think maybe the lime tree we got was sick or something when we got it, when the guy dropped it off.
It's gonna have fruits. Like I saw like a 2 small fruit,
Yeah.
and it's like
Then it's dead.
dead.
Yeah. I was up in Chiang Mai a few weeks ago. I didn't film anything. I was up with my buddy. We did a photo shoot up there. But we visited a few farms. And when we go back, I think there'll be some video content coming from that. But definitely some of the farms that we visited were quite nice, like some of the organic farms up there. One of them is like he grows all different. It's where he grows his chilies, one of these farms. And they've got indoor, outdoor grows. It's massive. It's like over 600 rye.
What?
Yeah.
For chili?
No, for everything.
Oh,
It's a total
everything.
farm,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
No, the chili is like
Part of it?
couple hundred square meters.
So it's like, why they grow lots of chili?
No, they grow whatever for different people. Like 100 square meters of chilies, and he has like little like enclosed like little huts for the chilies.
Oh, they must have strawberry.
I didn't see any berries on the farm, but he said they do grow blueberries in one location.
Blueberry?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they would grow strawberry.
Yeah, we're well. Talking about Jim's school already. Her stress level from school.
I'm thinking like compare Thai drawing to like physics lab. Which one worse?
Which one was harder? So Toby says pla kabong.
ปลากระป๋อง
That's it. What you had?
ใช่
Fried rice with moodang.
หมูแดง
Oh, moodang.
How why you eat fried rice with หมูแดง
I always think of moodang as MOO, not MU.
Well,
It doesn't anything.
normally we spell by Thai alphabet.
Yeah,
We
so
don't
like,
spell with English alphabet.
When you spell Thai words in English, it doesn't really matter how you spell it because it's not right or wrong. Right?
That's why when you ask like, oh, gee, how can I write that? I don't know.
Yeah.
I always write it in Thai.
How can I do the karaoke for this?
Correct.
Hey, Apavera, how you
สวัส
go?
ดีค่ะ
Did you ride a bike? No. When I went to Chiang Mai, we went up in a car. I drove with my buddy.
I think it's too far, maybe. For
It's not too far for a bike, but it's for what we were going for and like the amount of time that we needed to be on the road. Like
Safer to drive.
Yeah, we took a 4-wheeler. We took a 4-wheel drive up, which made it actually much. Thankfully, well, it's a Subaru, so it's all-wheel drive, not 4-wheel drive. But it made it much safer on the way back because we got stuck in a crazy storm coming down the mountain. You need to burn before you learn. And not with her random testing, Uncle Craig.
I think I cannot burn that, Uncle Craig.
Test positive for something.
But maybe I can drink some tea if you send some to me. Maybe it's helpful to heal my hurt fingers. Because like when I grab the brush, because I have to paint with brush, teacher not allow the ink pen. No, it has to be brush with like a liquid.
So you use the pencil first and then you do the brush, right? Yeah.
So we just hurt this part so much that the other day I can just like pick and peel it off. Like how?
Do you get your equipment from Samjai?
Huh? What equipment?
The paintbrush and the pencils?
Oh, for the brush, teacher order for us as we pay our equipment fee. So that's include because he would like to make sure that we get the right brush. It's specific brand and it's long length for the hair.
Can you get that style of brush from Samjai or no?
Can,
Yeah.
but with the long brush, I'm not sure because seems like they sell for the short one. For the short one, it's good for like acrylic or poster.
They're using watercolor on those? That ink? The black that you paint on, is that watercolor or?
It's ink. It is
It's
ink.
ink, okay.
It's an ink, like a Chinese.
Jib sent me a meme the other day of artists like painting and having the coffee cup next to the next to their work, and then they drank the brush, the ink from the brush.
Actually, teacher did it before. Like when he was student, this is ink.
Okay, so it's like a solid ink. You can see it.
Like you drop some water and you
Dissolve it in.
yeah, you have to
You can see the inside of the bowl
what
is
you call
stained.
yeah.
Oh, you
Like
rub
that.
it.
Yeah.
Like
Wow.
I can't do it. Oh, Abby, you're gonna ride to Chiang Mai. I know people have done the Chiang Mai ride. It's not bad.
Jim says it's like Kit Kat.
It's definitely not like Kit Kat. Not a Kit Kat I would want to eat. But yeah, you could I know people have done the Chiang Mai ride. It's fine. Like take your time. Take a couple days to do it from Bangkok. And pick a good route. Like that's the key is pick a route that's manageable for your skill level.
You ride to Paiไหม?
You could ride to Pai.
Good luck. Go with Chris.
I said the next ride with Chris is going to be epic. And if everything works out the way that we planned, it's going to be the most epic bike video. I would argue Chris and I have already made the most epic bike videos in Thailand for scooter travel, just in general, because the routes we picked, the detail, everything we put in. But this will be above and beyond anything anyone's done in Thailand, period. It would be that crazy, that amazing, that epic.
Yeah.
We'll see. You know what the plan is. So do you agree it will be?
I would say learn more Thai.
Yeah, for sure.
I maybe list the words that you guys might need it.
Maybe we'll get Bowie to do crash course with us before we do it. But you know what the plan for the video is. Do you agree it would be the most epic thing, motorcycle wise, ever done?
I think so.
Yeah, and at least in Thailand, it'll be epic. So like I said, once things start to come together, I'll share more with you guys. But it'll be phenomenal. See, have you burned yourself today, Craig? Did you learn from it? I think Craig burns every day. He's a wake and bake type of guy. Sorry, I missed the last chat. Oh, you're talking to Dave. Yeah, Dave, I saw you were live. I laid down for a nap earlier, and I woke up and I had a notification that you had been live. Yeah. So school. So we talked about Jim's plan after this year is one more year at the academy, at the palace.
If I can pass this year.
You said the same thing about embroidery, and you were fine the whole time. Jib worries. Maybe when you get to do your final project, we'll set up the time-lapse arm that I got, and we'll do the big time-lapse of your work.
Oh, I have to bring the piece to school too. Cannot just work from here.
Maybe we'll do one in parallel.
Huh?
A second one.
บ้าเปล่า?
We'll see. But yeah, I think let's wrap up. I think it's good. I still got to eat dinner, and I got to get some editing done. So we're going to wrap it up, guys. And Jib does have to get to bed. I know she'll stay up late if we push it, and I want her to not be crazy tired in the morning, especially because she's got the Y Crew tomorrow for the Thai Art Master. So thank you for rocking with us, guys. We appreciate it. And looks like next week we'll be live as well, and then the week after that I'm in Vietnam, I believe. Oh no, I leave on a Sunday for Vietnam. So yeah, so we'll be. I won't miss a beat. So our Saturday live streams will continue. Because my Vietnam trip is Sunday to Friday, so I'll be fine. Absolutely. Okay. Oh, you got more people popping in. Just hi to everyone.
Oh.
I have to do River Camp tour. So, we should talk about that, Uncle Craig, because I want to do something with boating and rafting. So I'll hit you up with an email maybe, and if you don't mind, we can share some details. Maybe do something together on that.
Uncle Craig, do you have rice field? I would like to see the harvest time.
So Smoke Dev, we actually tried to do this with Jib's embroidery, but I had a issue mounting the camera properly with the frame, and then I ended up getting these Ulanzi arms that will work for Jib's thing. So we've got actually a couple years worth of footage like along the way of Jib's school journey for the Royal Academy that we do plan to put out after the fact, like after she graduates. Good night, guys. Keone, have a good one, brother. Nuke, BKK. Noon. Is that Noon from Irish Times, Noon? Oh, your photo doesn't pop up here for some reason. Oh, yeah, Irish Times. I see the, the share. That's that Noon. Hey, Noon, what's up? Hey, bro, and yes, rice fields are and a ganja field. Nice. All right, guys, thank you again. We appreciate you, all of you, for hanging out with us and rocking with us on this live stream. And we'll see you next time.